Hello YouTube, in today's video we are going to be taking a look at Black Ember and their offerings for 2023. We're also going to have a chat to CEO and co-founder Chris Gadway, so stick around to the end of the video for that. I'm Roland from Rushfaster, and at Rushfaster we do guides and walkthroughs bringing you better gear and better ways to carry. Let's get into it. Today's video is sponsored by Deltahub's 3-in-1 laptop bag. More on that later in the video. Now, Black Ember is a carry company based out of San Francisco, and they've been pushing the boundaries of EDC. They've got a focus on urban lifestyle, and they're well known for their precise design, high quality construction, high quality materials, and they've recently made the transition over to recycled Cordura, or Recore RN66 as it's known. So we thought it was a good time to take a look at their offerings and see where the company might be going in 2023. So first, let's talk about that new material. Black Ember was the world's first brand to use Cordura Recore RN66. This is the first 100% recycled nylon 66 textile from Cordura. So when you compare it to virgin N66 production, Cordura Recore RN66 consumes 82% less energy and uses 57% less water. The 66 rating means that it's high tenacity nylon and ultra durable. The Cordura Recore RN66 that you're seeing in these bags has passed a brutal barrage of tests to get Cordura brand certified. So that's the new material, and it's in a couple of these packs I have in front of me. So let's get stuck in. This is the Shadow 22, and straight up, this is one of my favorite Black Ember products. At 22 liters, it's a fantastic size for EDC, and it has a few features that I really like in a bag. But first, let's take a run through the specs. So the Shadow 2022 comes in at 18 by 12 by 6.5 inches, or for my fellow friends in the metric system, that's 46 by 30.5 by 16.5 centimeters. And it's 22 liters, but it also comes in a 26 liter, which is taller by an inch and may suit bigger bodies. The exterior fabric is that Cordura Recore RN66, and this has been made using bond-stitched high-precision construction. And you can see that there's very well-adhered waterproofing on the inside. You get YKK AquaGuard zippers, which lock together using these laser-etched Hyperlon zipper pulls. There's a back panel which independently flexes to match the shape of your back, and it has an airflow channel for ventilation and a luggage pass-through strap. You get ergonomic and stowable shoulder straps, and these have mesh on the underside for airflow and some very stiff padding, but they remain comfortable to carry. This is actually the same EVA foam that's found in the best running shoes, so go for a jog. There's a removable and adjustable magnetic sternum strap. There's 3 good sized grab handles on the top and sides. You get a big quick access pocket on the front with some internal organization and a key leash. I've got my battery pack in here for charging my phone, and you'll see why in a moment. This pack opens clamshell, though I wonder if you really need clamshell on a bag this size. Just an observation, though I know a lot of people like clamshell openings. There are nicely padded and suspended laptop and tablet sleeves. I can get my 14-inch MacBook Pro in with the Rushfaster laptop sleeve, link to buy in the description. And I reckon you'd get a 16-inch in there as well. The tablet sleeve fits my 11-inch iPad Pro with the keyboard, and I reckon you could get the 12.9 iPad Pro in there as well, but probably not with the keyboard. The laptop sleeve has some soft lining on the inside, and elsewhere there is this 200D matte ripstop lining in black and silver. There's internal and stretch mesh zippered pockets and a water bottle pocket. The water bottle pocket works best when there is not that much stuff in either the zippered pocket or the front quick access pocket, which shares some of the capacity. Now for the most interesting feature of the Shadow 22. This is the built-in tech kit. You open up this magnetic latch and you find 6 separate pockets to organize all your tech, but you could use it for anything. You can see I've got a mouse and a charger in here, and I've also threaded my phone charger through, which is connected to the battery pack in the front pocket so I can charge my phone. So as I said, this is a great EDC bag. It's got a very clean look, it's a good size, and it's comfortable to carry. The RN66 Recore feels really cool, sort of got a roughness to it, which gives it nice character. It does hold dust easily, but I've just given it a wipe down with a damp cloth as needed, and it's been fine. As with all Black Ember products, it has been designed for the urban environment, and for me, that makes it a good bag for the office. It's got the style and it's got the tech organization. It also has a stowable harness system and side handle, so it can be carried in briefcase mode if needed. I always find the weight distribution a little funky when backpacks convert to briefcases, but this doesn't sacrifice any of the form or function in allowing that to happen, so it's a nice to have. And then there's that built-in tech organizer. Now, some of you will love it, some of you not so much. I will say though, even though I usually carry all my tech in a separate pouch, I have found it really handy for storing bulkier items like my mouse or my MacBook charger. Those things I need regularly, and it's great to be able to just zip open the bag and grab them and go. I felt that this pack carried quite well. I like the way it feels on my back and my shoulders. The weight is very evenly distributed across the points that the bag comes into contact with my body. I think that's because the back panel and the shoulder straps are quite firm, so they allow for that weight to be held at multiple points around the bag rather than just on the shoulders. So there you go, softer doesn't always mean more comfortable. Now I want to take a moment to praise this front pocket. Big front pockets like this have a lot of space in them and they are very useful in an EDC bag. It's a great place to store the things that you need to access while you're on the go, your phone, your wallet, your keys, your headphones, tissues, gum. It means that you're not sort of like wrestling with the bulkier items in the main compartment when you need to get stuff. And then when you do pick up stuff while you're in your travels, you can just throw it in there and deal with it later. I'm a big fan. And with just a little bit of squeezing, I was able to get 3 6-packs into the Shadow 22, which actually surprised me. There was more capacity in this bag than I had originally realized. Now, sometimes you need to leave the house with a million bits and pieces, and other times all you need is a laptop. That's where today's sponsor, Deltahub, comes in handy with their 3-in-1 laptop bag. Deltahab's 3-in-1 laptop bag is a bag, a sleeve, and a stand all in one. Deltahub say this bag was meant to walk the streets of Paris, and it definitely wouldn't look out of place wrapped around the body of a fashionista, but I think it looks pretty cool on me too. It carries the laptop well, and there's this stretch pocket at the front for all my extra bits and pieces, my mouse, my charger, my hard drive. And there's a really clever mechanism for quickly turning it from a bag to a stand. You just pull on this little string and boom, it's a stand. So kudos to the engineers for that one. This makes for a very comfortable work from anywhere laptop stand. Deltahub are famous for their ergonomic wrist rests, so it's no surprise that this makes working on the go more comfortable and better for your body. And as a sleeve, it's slim enough that I can slip it into a backpack as needed. The Deltahub 3-in-1 laptop bag is a great minimal laptop bag made out of great materials. So check the links in the description for buying options. Thanks, Deltahub. Next, we have the Black Ember Forge, and this is probably Black Ember's flagship product. I don't really know how to describe this beast, so I'm going to let Black Ember do it for me. They say the Forge is a 3-way commuter pack that transforms to a backpack for comfortable and efficient load carry, a soft brief for business, and a shoulder bag for casual carry. The Forge completes your modern wardrobe with elegant functionality. And look, that's a fair description, but it doesn't really do it justice in explaining how versatile and how clever this bag really is. For example, if for some reason you needed to carry 3 laptops, this is the bag for you. Yeah, 3 laptops. If you wanted to use the same bag you take to the office every day for a week-long business trip, this is the bag for you. It has a TSA compliant laptop compartment. And if you're someone that likes to customize the way that you carry or switch it up regularly, this is also the bag for you. There are lots of options here. Now, there is a lot going on and it can be quite overwhelming at first, but believe me, it all works very intuitively in practice. Let's take a look at the features. The Black Ember Forge measures 18 by 12 by 6 inches, which expands to a depth of 12 inches, and that's 46 by 30.5 by 15 centimeters, which expands to 20.5 centimeters in depth. So this pack is 20 liters, and then when it expands, it goes to 30 liters, but the Forge does also come in an 18-liter variant, which is similar, but obviously a lot smaller, and we'll talk a bit more about that later. So as with the Shadow, that external fabric is the new Cordura Recoil RN66, also made with bond stitching construction. You get the same YKK zippers with those lockable Hyperlon zipper tabs, the same removable and stowable shoulder straps with sternum strap, and then there's this removable and adjustable shoulder strap with padding for messenger carry mode. There's also these removable soft woven nylon briefcase handles which can be secured together with a button snap. Now these have some padding and they are quite nice in the hand. There's an external fast access pocket for all your essentials, your keys, your wallet, your phone, and inside there's a magnetic key leash as well. Now these key leashes and key rings are actually available separately. You can clip them onto your belt or attach them to your bag. They feature a Fidlock magnetic buckle and a new anodized aluminium spring-gated hook, so never lose your keys again. Anyway, back to the bag. Now you get double clamshell opening here. Double. And then inside there's this massive, soft and protective pocket for laptops or tablets. There's 2 other sleeve pockets with some padding which can also be used for laptops. And then there's hidden zippers and mesh pockets aplenty. And then there's this big expandable space in the middle of the bag. Now this is for packing cubes or gym gear or a camera cube, whatever you want. And this is what makes it such an awesome travel bag. Now I've also got these removable compression straps and padded grab handle, which are available when you buy the Forge Max package. I believe that they're also available separately. They just add a few extra options for your carry. And in the Rushfaster beer capacity test, the Black Ember Forge kills it, and no surprises, it's a monster and it took a whole case. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the Forge also comes in an 18-liter version, which is a scaled down version of this, and it shares a lot of the same features, but it doesn't have that expandable middle pocket. So good for everyday carry, but not a travel bag. and not a bag if you need to carry 3 laptops. This bag is really whatever you want it to be. Unlike other bags that offer briefcase mode, this is very convincing as a briefcase. Some bags just whack a handle on the side and call it briefcase mode, but then when you go to carry it, the weight distribution is all wrong and it like leans at an awkward angle. Not so with the Forge. It feels like a proper briefcase, though a big one. In fact, if you do unzip all of the compression zippers and go into full travel mode, it almost becomes a duffel and it still carries really well. The Forge probably isn't quite as elegant as the Shadow, but it is capable of so much more. It still has that modern urban Black Ember look, but there's also a utilitarian aspect to it as well. This is almost like a tool bag for an office worker or business person. In fact, when you carry the Forge, you feel like you're sort of prepared for anything. And then when you use it, you really appreciate the quality of the construction and the thoughtfulness of the design. It's not a bag that's going to be for everyone, but I think if it works for you, you will be very happy with it. The next Black Ember product that we're going to be taking a look at is the TKS, or the Tech Kit Sling, or a tech kit that transforms into a sling. If you think a sling is a sling, well, Black Ember is about to turn your face red. You'll see what I mean in a moment. But let's check out the features. So the TKS measures at 11 by 5.5 by 3 inches, or in centimeters, 28 by 14 by 7.62 centimeters, and it's 2.5 liters. So the material on the TKS is not RN66, but Microhex HTX, which is a high tenacity 3-layer waterproof textile. Though it does have quite a similar feel to the RN66, so when or if they eventually transition this to the RN66, I don't think it'll make much of a difference, other than being more environmentally friendly. You get YKK AquaGuard zippers with lockable Hyperlon zipper pulls and bond stitch construction. There's a hidden belt with a magnetic V buckle that turns it from a tech kit into a sling. There's a small webbing hook for grabbing or hanging. Opening up this outside pocket, there's a maglock keychain, a stretch knit pocket, which I currently have my battery pack in. I also have my AirPods Pro 3 in Nomad's Horween leather case, and this wallet, which is actually Black Ember's Magfold wallet. The Magfold wallet is made from multiple layers of Cordura nylon, which feels great in a wallet. There are 4 magnets embedded on the inside, so it stays closed with a satisfying click. I've got about 6 cards in here, and it remains quite thin. This is classic Black Ember, sleek, precise, and just a little bit of tech. Okay, moving inside the clamshell opening, there are 2 storage compartments. There's this zippered elastic mesh pocket, which is great for keeping larger items out of the way. And then there's a built-in tech pouch, which I believe is identical to the one found in the Shadow 22. You can use this as a tech pouch, but I have found it to be perfect for my Nintendo Switch, which I'm currently charging using the battery pack I showed you earlier. I tried my best to get 3 cans or half a 6-pack into the TKS, and I couldn't quite get it closed, but I could probably carry these to a park or a beach or wherever I was going to drink beer. This is a really interesting take on both the sling and the tech kit. I've used it as both and it performs well as both. It is on the larger side as a tech kit, but it's also capable of carrying a lot. It's more like a tech kit plus, so you have all your tech, but then there's also room for other maybe personal items or something else that you need to carry. As a sling, the tech kit provides a lot of organization for all your bits and pieces. Wireless headphones, keys, mints, a knife, medicine, Nintendo Switch, and then there's still plenty of room for a lightweight jacket or a book or something else that you want to carry. So if you have a load that is too big for your pockets, or maybe a regular sling but then doesn't quite justify a backpack, then this is a good sling option. So Black Ember's CEO and co-founder Chris Gadway is a formal global creative director of both Nike and the North Face, some pretty big names in the carry game, and he was kind enough to let us have a chat with him. Here it is. Hi Chris, welcome to Rushfaster. It's great to have you here. You're from Black Ember, you're the founder and CEO. Can you tell us how you got involved with Black Ember, how it all started?
Black Ember really started as sort of a sandbox for me to play in at the time. And when I first started thinking about it, I was working for some rather large, globally famous outdoors companies, tech companies, a variety of different places I've worked in the past. But at the time, I was a little frustrated with the sort of connection to these new emerging direct-to-consumer trends. And I was really interested in driving new design innovation from that point of view. So it started as a kind of an experimental place for me to play outside the corporate boundaries. And then it really became something that was about doing what we do, which is creating innovative design for urban lifestyles, which is the life I live, and so many people I know do.
Definitely get a sense of that in the designs, because there's some really interesting stuff that you're doing with your packs in the not only the aesthetic design, but also the functionality, the tech integration, the modularity, the ecosystem that you're building out. It's really, really interesting and really city focused. But one of the things that you've done recently is transition to RN66 Cordura, which is a recycled fabric, and you're one of the first manufacturers to do it.
We actually are the first, although we're probably, we are by design a smaller startup maker. And so Cordura, of course, is world famous. They work with most of the big brands all over the world, but we're really excited to be the very first brand to specialize or specify rather the new RN66 100% recycled Cordura. And yeah, and it's I was having some great conversations there. They're great to work with. We were checking in with them recently on some of our new developments, really supportive team. And we were just talking a bit about how did we arrive there. And for us, there's really just like two sort of keys for that choice making. And the first is that, the research that we had done made us a little bit shy to start jumping right into the recycled fiber kind of marketplace. And what we'd seen out there, we definitely heard some things that concerned us about microparticle shedding and that sort of thing over time. So we really wanted to make sure that when we decided to go fully into a recycled textile, that it was from a maker that we trusted. We knew that it was going to really be a credible textile for the lifetime of the pack.
Was there a like a philosophical reason that you decided to go sustainable?
I mean, I don't think it's philosophical at all. I think it's our consumers are more and more demanding it. And then from that point of view, I mean, look, in many ways, Black Ember is also a family business at the core, at its leadership level. And because my wife and I founded it, and she's my co-founder. And in that respect, we are, I mean, and maybe it sounds a little corny, but we truly want to have Black Ember be really contributing to a better future for our son and for anybody who's living on this planet and wants to see product that is designed to last a lifetime and is made from recycled material, and it's sort of hopefully making a contribution that is decreasing our global carbon footprint and not increasing it.
We love to see it. There's so many carrier companies that are doing it, and I think you're leading the way by transitioning everything like that. It's fantastic. Speaking of the future, what is in store for Black Ember in 2023? What exclusives can you give us? Like
many companies, the last 2 years have been challenging. We've had we've sort of formed a bottleneck of product over the last 2 years because, frankly, as you're probably aware, many of the places where the product is made for many of these, soft goods, technical soft goods kind of products were shut down during the pandemic. So there's been kind of a backlog of products. So this is going to be, everything is opened up and the logistics supply chain is flowing much more nicely. And so this backlog is ready to go. We do have a product launching that'll be out in next month, likely. I'll say that. And pretty excited about it. This will feature the new 420D Velocity textile from Cordura that we're now moving into. And as I think about it, I think this might be the first mention of that new textile coming out.
Amazing.
Really exciting. Yeah, absolutely. And so I guess this is kind of a scoop for you. But we work with several of the RN66 textiles, but this one's a little lighter weight. It also has what's called a bright yarn as opposed to an air textured finish. So it's a little better at shedding dust and that sort of thing. Yeah. So we'll have products launching throughout the spring with, let's see, 4 new products coming along with launches throughout the spring, and then product actually coming into the marketplace and into stock and whatnot later in May and later in the summertime. So lots of new interesting things coming out this year.
That's really exciting. I cannot wait to see it. Really excited for the new designs and of course the new textiles. Chris Gadway, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you coming on Rushfaster.
Oh, not at all. Thanks so much for having me.
If you haven't already signed up to the Rushfaster email newsletter, then you are missing out. Our free newsletter is delivered every 2 weeks and features all the news you need to know about from the carry space, along with deals on better gear and all of our latest videos. We also give you the chance to win gear featured on the channel all the time just by being a subscriber. So if that sounds good to you, then join the thousands of other subscribers and sign up now via the link in the description. Now, as well as the products that we've looked at today, Black Ember also offer the Citadel, which is a 25-litre commuter pack and probably as close as they get to a conventional design. I really like the squared off look of that. They also have another sling called the Compact. Now this is a crossbody sling, and fellow Rushfaster contributor Theo made a video on it. He goes into more detail, so I'll leave a link to that there. They also have the Dex duffel as well as a range of carry accessories. So check out their website using the links in the description below. And we also stock Black Ember products on our website, so check out Rushfaster as well. All Black Ember products are backed by a lifetime guarantee to be free of defects in materials and construction, except for their wallets, which are warranted to be free from defects in materials and construction for a period of 2 years, and I think that's pretty fair. Black Ember are one of the most innovative companies in the carry industry today. Their designs push the limits of what a bag can do. They use high quality materials and present them in their own distinct way. And they continue to update their designs with new materials, different sizes, and optional extras. We'll see some new products from them later in this year, and we can't wait to get their hands on them. As always, there are links to everything that we've featured in the description below, and if you make a purchase using one of those links, it goes a long way to supporting the work that we do here at Rushfaster, so thank you. And if you like these kind of videos, well then make sure you subscribe, because there is a whole lot more coming. Leave us a comment, give us a thumbs up, show this video to a friend. Let's get more people into better gear. It's the only way. It's the only way. Anyway, I've been Roland from Rushfaster, and this has been Black Ember in 2023. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.